Bunker 2. This is one of the most consistent missions in the game. It can be very safe when done properly. Start by getting the key, getting out of our cell. I'm going to wait a bit for him to turn around here and for the magnet to stop. Circle around behind him, smack him, easy. I don't want to pick up those knives down there with the magnet because they just clog up my inventory. They're not helpful at all. Now we're going to come over here and wait. There are 4 patrollers that will come through here. We're going to take them all out one by one. Now the key to this mission is stealth. And the key to stealth is understanding how enemies react to noise. Here he is. Take him out. Good. Now we have to wait a while for the other 3 to come back around. Now the KF-7 fires in 3-round bursts, which makes a lot of noise. But when you aim down sight, you can fire just 1 shot at a time, which is effectively silenced. Enemies in nearby rooms will not react to just 1 shot. As long as you don't shoot more than 1 shot every second or 2, you're basically silenced. We're going to take advantage of that to pick off a lot of enemies in our path, until we can get an actual silenced weapon to fight with. Now staying silenced is very, very important in this mission, because when enemies in nearby rooms hear noise, they don't always come to investigate themselves. Frequently, especially in this mission, they will spawn a clone of themselves to come after you instead. And when you're fighting those clones, you tend to make more noise, which means more clones. You end up in this kind of infinite cycle of enemies just coming after you again and again and again. It can be really, really bad. So it's very important to stay quiet, stay stealth in this mission. So we're going to be patient, we're going to pick off the enemies quietly, one at a time. And that should allow us to get through very cleanly. So now we're just waiting. A few more patrollers will come through. Here we go. I'll let him turn the corner. We don't want to take him out when he's in the intersection, because then this enemy from down the hall could have seen. So we try and pick them off. You do want to land these headshots. It's okay to miss the last one, but you really don't want multiple enemies aggroed at once. That's what you're really trying to avoid. Okay. There. That's something to watch for when you're around that corner. There are 4 more patrollers in that section. And it's not unlikely that when you burst around that corner and the enemy is at the end of the hall, and when he turns at the end of the hall, he can see you. He doesn't have his back to you anymore. So you want to watch out for that. Okay, we got another one. That's fine. Lure him back, smack him out. It's okay to miss some of those headshots as long as you don't aggro more than one at a time, because you can just, they'll aggro on you, they'll come through the door, you can smack them with the door. Easy. Easy kills. Here we go. Wow, side step almost saved him. Okay, so that's two down, there are 4 to go. They do come around the corner facing us, so they can see you. So I don't want to just stand out there. Ideally, we pop out when they have their back to us walking down the hall, and we can get some easy headshots. That's the goal anyway. It won't always work. But again, as long as you don't aggro more than 1 at once, you should have no trouble at all. Even if you do aggro more than 1 at once, it's still a winnable fight. Just not what you want. Okay, that's 3 down. You don't want to lose count. That's another big deal. If you forget how many patrols you've taken out, then you could be in trouble. You might be waiting for an enemy that's never going to show up. Or you might be running right into a guy. Or you could get flanked. It could be bad. So keep count. That's 3. 1 more to go. I'm just going to be patient. Patience really pays off in this mission. Here's the last one. Because it's the last one, I don't feel bad about... Oops. Melee. Down he goes. I'm going to come over here. There's an enemy out here. I'm going to lean out. Got him. Alright. Sometimes you can get the headshot before he reacts. Sometimes he reacts faster and he'll aggro on you. If he aggros, just run back to the door. Let him open the door and smack him. No problem. And now we're going to sit here and try and take out this camera. Ooh, nice. First try. You won't always get that first shot, and that's fine. As long as you don't shoot too much at once, you won't lure any enemies. Take your time with it. And we'll headshot this guy. Excellent. Wait a moment, and then take out the camera. And now we have the safe key. There are 2 silenced PP7s in the safe. That's what we want. That will allow us to actually start fighting enemies for real. But there we got 3 more guys to get through first. So one more thing to notice: enemies don't cooperate at all. It's okay if enemies fire. Enemies firing does not create noise that lures more enemies. And, oops, there we go, 1B unarmed, thank you. And enemies don't bring other enemies with them when they aggro. They don't have no cooperation whatsoever. Okay, now, quick strat, you could open that door, shoot this guy in the head, which will aggro the other guy, but if you get through that door quickly, then it makes for a very easy kill in the second one, and that's pretty quick strat. I'm going to demo the safer, slower strat, where we just let that guy see us. Retreat. Smack him when he comes through this door. And then we can do the same for the final enemy in the room. Actually, we can really just smack him at this door, honestly. Excellent. So now we get our PP7s. And now we're good to go. Okay, there are 2 patrollers that will come through here. So I'm going to sit at these doors for a bit. The doors don't stay open long, so we're going to be constantly kind of opening and closing. We just want to make sure we have this room to fall back to. These enemies are patrollers. Patrolling enemies aggro the instant you enter their line of sight. Whereas enemies that stand still take a moment to aggro. Sometimes aggro quickly, sometimes no. But patrollers always aggro very, very fast. So we don't want to be caught out in the open with no cover. Anyway, that's 1 down, 1 to go. There we go. Bring him back here to our nice little kill zone. And this is the final patroller in the mission. We've now cleared the map entirely of all patrollers, so it's just got static enemies left. Pop out here, tag one of them, fall back. Lure them back into our kill zone. That'll do. Now we're just going to take out this camera. It can see you from back here, so you don't want to stand here for too long. Take it out quickly. And now we're nearly done. Just a few things left to clean up. Okay, got those guys and grab the objective. Got some cameras through here. This guy's a free kill from behind. And there's the mission objective. Now there's another mission objective item in this room. This one can be nasty, but we have a plan for it. I'm going to headshot this first guy and then quickly run through this door. That will lure some enemies over here, including the one with the mission objective. So he's going to bring it to us, so we don't have to go through to him. Just got that final enemy. That should be all of them. Now, unfortunately, he didn't drop the objective in... Okay, we're fine. Ideally, he drops it so you don't have to go through the door to get the objective, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you don't aggro any more enemies in that room, we're good to go. Come around this corner and have this enemy in the distance. The other one that aggro's with him. Pick off a few guys over here. They can't see over this railing, so they're very easy. These guys also can't see over the railing, so they're very easy as well. One last camera. And that's it. We're all done. We just have to get Natalia, and we are out of here. Very safe, very consistent mission, as long as you keep your stealth and don't lure too many enemies at once near the beginning when they're patrolling, and we have no good silence weapon. Yeah, very consistent. We are all clear. And you don't have to wait for Natalia, you just have to open the door for her, get her out of her cell. And then you can leave. GG.